The Life Journey to Yi.
Chapter 33, Out-of-Body Experience 2. I asked Nightwind Bell, "You did not show up online recently because you have been practicing out-of-body experience. You succeeded?" "Yes," Nightwind Bell said. "I succeeded first time last weekend. I was woken up by the alarm at 4 o'clock in the morning. I pissed, laid down in bed and told myself to relax and relax. After about 10 minutes, I felt a loud tinnitus and my body seemed to sink down. I felt a kind of vibration, but when I got excited, the vibration disappeared gradually. I continued to relax. When the vibration came again, I controlled my excitement, and I felt my body started to rise. I rolled and I was really out. I was standing on the ground beside the bed. It was not a dream. The sense of the touch under the feet was not only real, but too real. I walked a few steps, glanced at the furniture and furnishings in the room, and everything was familiar. However, it was a bit strange, as the position of the door seemed not quite right. Tinnitus, vibration, such a noisy and exciting out-of-body process. I wanted to tell Nightwind Bell that those were not necessities of out-of-body experience, but I restrained and did not do that. As for the position of the door, that was because 觉识 of the physical body had not adapted to this change. For people who have just learned out-of-body, 识 of the physical body cannot control 觉 of the Yi body. The door shall not be opened anyway. Nightwind Bell suddenly asked me, "Do you know what the most shocking thing during the first out-of-body experience was?" Before I answered, Nightwind Bell continued, "When I looked around the room, I saw myself lying in bed. Suddenly, I felt that myself lying in the bed was strange. It was like a corpse lying there. Who is lying in bed? Is that me? If that is me, who am I?" Thinking of these questions, I felt a blur of consciousness, and I was like being sucked back into the flesh. I was back. I opened my eyes in bed and was still thinking, so who am I? It was this thought that shocked me deeply. In the out-of-body experience, in most cases, people can see their own physical bodies. However, few people thought of the question of who am I. Some people practice out-of-body out of curiosity. Some other people do this in order to prove the effectiveness of their practice. No matter which is the case, if the Yi body is not awakened during out-of-body experience, people will be bewildered by Xiang. Don't take the reflection of who am I lightly. It may become an opportunity for being awakened. It may lead you to pursue to discover yourself and then discover by yourself. You may gradually understand what is life, where am I from, why am I here, where am I going. The answers may almost determine the direction of your life. I felt glad for him because Nightwind Bell had such a reflection during his first out-of-body experience. From then on, I had a little more expectation for Nightwind Bell. I hoped that he could grow into his turn point in his wave of samsara. The second time my soul was out of body, I had some experience already. I heard that people could go through a wall during out-of-body experience, so I wanted to try this trick. I put my hand on the wall and my fingers could feel clearly the texture and hardness of the wall. I intended to use my head to go through the wall first, and then my whole body could follow gradually. However, when I felt that the head was partly through, I was a little baffled and frightened, so I gave up. Nightwind Bell was recounting his second out-of-body experience. This time I did not want to wander around in the room. I wanted to go outside. I thought I could go out through the window, if not going through the wall. I could feel that my body went out from the window and was outside. Alas, it was like the scene conversion in a science fiction blockbuster. There were a lot of skyscrapers outside my room. That is not like the place near my home because the building of my home was not that high. After I went outside, I was floating in the air. I could not tell whether it was evening or dawn. I landed myself on the street. The place was both familiar and strange to me. Where is this? While I was thinking about this question, I was back to my body. Where is this? This question need not be scrutinized. We can say that Shanghai is located on both sides of Huangpu River in the southeast of China. Chongqing is a beautiful mountain city in the southwest of China. However, in out-of-body experience, the world of Xiang people enter is sometimes random, and it is very hard to find a frame of reference and locate accurately. Moreover, the worlds of Xiang can overlap with each other. During that period, right after Nightwind Bell had out-of-body experience, he would talk about that with me. He wanted to confide and knew that I would not regard him as Godstick. For people with insufficient 觉识, if they have seen a film and tell their impression, people would feel that they are talking about a fantastic dream. For a person whose e-body is not awakened, the out-of-body experience is also like seeing a film, a 3D film. If they are out of body for 1,000 times, it is like seeing 1,000 films. The more they see, the more confused they become. This is not caused by the films, but because they have not thought of the screenwriters, directors, and producers. These are beyond their 觉识. Out-of-body experience without practicing 识 is sure to be misled by 觉. It goes nowhere like the catkin in the wind. This is the really dangerous part of out-of-body experience. Bewilderment by Xiang. People must be bewildered by Xiang without breaking the Xiang. Nightwind Bell started to talk about how he felt after talking about what he saw. I heard that people have guiding spirits. I think they do exist. I want to call the guiding spirit next time and see if he will come and see me. If I were to give him a suggestion, I would say, it is not necessarily the guiding spirit that comes. It may be a misleading spirit. You do not need to call him on purpose. He will come when he should.